Good morning, Firewood friends. This is Chris, and we are in the woodyard again today. Today is a very windy, rainy, nasty day again. It's supposed to be like this all day today, off and on rain, and then again tomorrow we're supposed to get a little bit of rain in the morning, but then it's supposed to be beautiful for the next 4 or 5 days, like 60, 70 degrees and sunny, so it'll be pretty cool. Today the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix the splitter, because yesterday I broke a bolt on the rod connecting point on the wedge on the splitter. So I'm going to put a new bolt in. It's about the fourth one I think I broke now. But the splitter, like I said, has had over 800 face cords of wood go through it, so it's getting there. The hole is getting to be oblonged because of all the force back and forth with the ram on the wedge in the hole. Bigger bolt would be good, so one idea I had was to drill the hole out bigger, just put a bigger bolt into it so it fits tighter. But the bolts cost me about $1 a piece, and I buy them in bulk. I get the Series 8 bolts, which are the hard ones, and I break a bolt about once a month now, it seems like, and that's splitting on and off probably at least 3 or 4 times a week, all day long, so not that big a deal. And the splitter I'm not going to keep much longer anyway, because I ordered a new one, and if the border ever opens up I'll get it eventually from Canada. So here's the victim. Here you can see the hole, how oblong that's getting, and that used to be a round hole. It's actually starting to streak, and see where it's stretching right here, where it's pushing out. So here's the new bolt. Just going to slap it in, tighten it up, and fix it so that I can get back to work. Here's the old bolt. It's you can see it's broke pretty much in the same spot right where the threads start. It's broken every single time, and so yeah, I didn't get the same this type of bolt. It's a flange head, I guess. These were like about $3 a piece, 2.5, something like that. And these bolts in bulk, which are also Series 8, also supposed to be very hard. I got like 4 of them for $4, plus the lock washer and the nut to go with it. So I'm gonna try these. If it doesn't work, I did get one of the other ones, so we'll see what happens here. So I'm gonna put this down and slide the bolt in. Ooh, hard fix. And yeah, we'll just tighten it up over here. And this has never had a lock washer on it. I mean, it didn't come with a lock washer, so I'm putting one on, because I did notice that occasionally it does loosen up a little bit, but that's probably from all the motion back and forth jerking on it. Get my little wrench put on here to hold it. Can you tell I'm a top-notch mechanic? I'm really not. I do just enough to kind of keep stuff working, and that's about it. Anything hard, I take to the professionals. Now, this originally had a 2 3/4 inch bolt on it, but I put a 3-incher on, because I wanted to get more tightening on the bolt. And I put a lock washer on it there. Now it's nice and tight. So there you go. She's fixed. And we are ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to get back to splitting. Like I said, all I'm going to do is I'm going to split this little bit right here, throw it over here, and then we're going to move the splitter down to the pine, and I'm going to split the rest of this. Hopefully, if I don't get rained on too much, get too wet, I'm going to split the rest of this. And so this is the red pine and the white pine. Just throw it right over here, and then if I get all that done today, which I might, just depending on how much rain we get, then I'm going to come up front, and I've got some wood up here that I cut on the farm. I think there's 2 loads, if I remember right. Yeah, 2 loads of this ash cottonwood mix. So here's one load right here, and there's the other load right there. Got a few sticks I got to cut up, and then I've got a little bit of wood that's back around the corner from one of the last loads of mixed hardwood that I bought. that is with a lot of popple and maple is what's in there. That's this stuff right here. So there's this little bit right here and a little bit right there. So that is all I have left of the stuff that I have cut, unless I go cut some more, or unless I buy some more, which I just might do. I'm looking into getting maybe a couple more loads yet this year to cut and get split and stacked so that it can be dry enough by this fall or this winter to sell. I'm actually thinking of buying a truckload or two of pine, because I still am getting requests for people for campfire wood that want pine, which is kind of what I thought I would sell my pine for, the stuff I cut on my dad's land last year. And that wood was free, obviously. And here is all that is left. I've got what's under this blue tarp. That little bit right there, that's jack pine. That's all that's left, is that little bit. And I originally had about 25 to 30 face cords. I'm not sure exactly, but I didn't measure it. I just know by what I had, how many loads I did and how I had it stacked. It was about that much. So I could easily probably buy one truckload, a pulp truckload of pine of some kind, and I think I could sell it all next summer, no problem. So I might even get two. And I only advertised now for a few weeks, and I've sold all of it. So I think if I advertise throughout the summer, which now it's just spring, next year, if I have the wood, I think I could sell all of it. So I could have basically a year-round business. And I've never really sold much for campfire wood. Most of the wood I've sold has always been for fireplaces or for heating in the fall and winter. So we're getting to work right now. Well, I just took a little break, got some lunch, checked my messages, and I got an order for some firewood, so I'm gonna go deliver that. I just loaded that. I came back here to get the camera and show you a little bit about what I've got done. So far, I've got the pile that was over here this morning, this mixed stuff right here. I got this done, so I gotta clean this up. And then I started in with the pine right about in here. And I kind of been working my way into the pile this way. This pile right here is like, you know, cookies and some rotten stuff I'm just gonna throw out, and bark and junk like that. So I've been throwing everything right over here. And this stuff right here is wood that the guy had that was cut like a year ago. And it was real light, and I knew it would probably be dry. So as I'm splitting it, the stuff that's just bone dry, I'm just throwing in a pile, because I'm just gonna throw that in an order when it comes in. And then all I got left is this right here, which is only about a face cord, or maybe a little more, something like that. So I am on my way now to go deliver a load of mixed hardwood, the maple, and it's going to a duplex, so I'm gonna be able to back. They want me to back right into the garage and just throw it off into a pile. They said it'd be fine if I threw it into the driveway, but they said they store it in the garage. And I usually ask people, you know, hey, if you're storing it in your garage, I might as well put it right where you're gonna store it. No sense carrying it from the end of the driveway up into the garage. So I always try to get as close as I can. So what I did is I took it from this pile right here, and there it is, all loaded up, ready to go. I took it from this pile because I didn't want to drive on the grass because it's been raining for a couple days and it'd be pretty mushy down there. So I decided to just take from the stash right here. And that's kind of why I'd put it here, in case the ground was really, really bad, like if we get a lot of heavy rain like we've been getting, so that I can just grab it from here instead of driving all the way to the back. Although I'd rather go to the back and clear that out because I want to be able to put some more wood in there. So here we go. We're going to go do a delivery. Well, I looked at a little thing on Craigslist about some free wood, and I called the guy and he says it's all yours. So here it is. Looks like there's a little bit of maple, looks like a bunch of pine, and more pine. So I might get a few good pieces out of here. Nothing spectacular, but I'll cut up a few pieces. Looks like somebody did some hacking on it already. So I bought my trailer and I'm gonna throw in whatever I can get a hold of. So I'm gonna put the camera away because it started raining out right when I got here. So I don't want the camera to get wet, so I'll show you what I got when we're done. Well, that took exactly 1 hour and 22 minutes from the time I got here to the time I loaded up the saws into the truck. Anyway, here's the trailer load full I got. It's mostly pine, so it cut real fast, real easy. Here's the carnage. I started over there and just kind of went this way. I got most of the good stuff. A lot of it, as you can see, looks like this. So I'm not planning on building any medieval projectiles to kill soldiers. So that's kind of what that looks like. And that stuff over there is kind of rotten. There's only about 100-mile-an-hour winds right now. They said gusts to 50, so I believe it. So yeah, it's really windy, but I got it cut. There it is. That's about $400 worth of wood for free. Took me 1 hour and 22 minutes. All I gotta do is split it and stack it now. It'll be good for next year. So yeah, it's been raining on and off and was pouring out for a while, but I just kept going because I wanted to get it done. But anyway, there you go, free wood. I am back in the wood yard, and I decided that I'm not gonna load the trailer. I'm just gonna park it right here because I'm on gravel, and because it's been raining for 2 days now. And normally what I do is I drive around kind of back behind that pile, and all my pine is back in that corner. But it's all runs downhill and it's real squishy, so I don't want to drive back there with all this weight and the truck and end up just tearing it up or getting stuck or something. So here it is, I'm back. There's all the pine I just cut. So we'll just wait till either later in the day tomorrow if it stops raining and dries up a little bit, or maybe even the next day. I don't need the trailer for the next couple of days, I don't think. I got 3 wood deliveries tomorrow, but they're all singles, one face cord load, so I can just take the truck to deliver those. And that way I won't have to worry about the trailer till I get it unloaded. I'll use it this weekend because I'm going to go do some cutting this weekend too. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please hit the like, subscribe buttons, do the sharing, do all the good stuff like that, because you're a good person. That's what good people do. I will see you tomorrow. Same wood time, same wood channel. Good night, Irene.